WWlll Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Chakudash. Double honors to my leaders, the apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the elect. I'm Lakamah back again to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Get straight to it. Let the scripture speak. Revelation chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. Woe means destruction. The book of Revelation goes into 3 woes that will take place on the planet Earth. Which are World War I, World War II, World War III. World War I began in 1914 and ended in 1918. World War II began in 1939 and ended in 1945. And World War III is fastly approaching. So the woes that are written in the book of Revelation represents World War. And World War III coming quickly. We know that because of the current events that are taking place today on the earth. The wars and the rumors of wars. That's all leading up to the destruction of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, wicked empire, and the rise of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is economictimes.com. Article is entitled, This is How World War III Begins. As missiles rain on Tel Aviv, analysts say the next strike could drag the world in. Synopsis. A synopsis is a brief summary. World War III news. Fears of a global war are escalating as Israel vows to strike Tehran following Iranian attacks that killed civilians near Tel Aviv. With tensions at boiling point, Iran warns it will hit Western military bases if provoked. Defense experts say Israel's air campaign could be a model for future wars, including one involving cyber attacks and drone warfare. As Britain raises defense spending and the U.S. pulls personnel from hotspots, the world watches anxiously, wondering whether diplomacy can avert catastrophic conflict. Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunk it. Right. They whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunk it. Those that drunk the cup of wrath from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua were the children of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We are the princes of the Most High God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We weren't supposed to drink of the cup, but in fact we did because we disobeyed the Lord's statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The Lord had chosen us to be a special people, a royal people. He promised our forefathers that their descendants would be kings and priests and rulers of the earth. But we disobeyed the Heavenly Father's Lord's statutes, commandments. Therefore, we had to drink the cup of wrath from the Most High, which are the curses that's found in the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. And art thou, he shall altogether go unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Right. as I mentioned, part of the cup of wrath from Yahweh by Shem Shah was us going into slavery. Us meaning the children of Israel. We went into slavery under our enemies, which are the heathen. So the heathen that had us in captivity, that had us in slavery, will not go unpunished. Why? The scriptures tell you in Nahum that the Lord will not acquit the wicked. The Lord is not going to let you heathens go unpunished for the violence, the injuries, unrighteous decrees, and the wicked acts that you have committed toward the children of Israel. You're going to drink that cup, especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord. So the Lord made an oath that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. Right? So the Lord had made an oath that Basra shall become a desolation. Basra was a land in Edom, and modern Basra represents the rulership of the Edomites. Who are the Edomites? The so-called white man is Ceylon, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, that's currently ruling the earth today. And Edom, stronghold, is Babylon the Great, which is America. The Lord hate you Edomites, because you are the wicked. And your rulership is going to become desolate. You're going to be humiliated. That Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. Right. America is going to be a perpetual waste. And that's going to be by fire. Thermonuclear fire is going to burn Esau's stronghold, America, which is, in fact, Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots, the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. This place is going to be destroyed soon. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to battle. Right? The Lord is putting the spirit on the nations that hate America to come up against her. The Lord is assembling or gathering these nations that are enemies to America, that are enemies to the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. And they're going to rise up to the battle, which is World War III. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Right? You're going to be insignificant, because America is a hammer of the earth. America goes around bullying the nations, forcing their laws on them. If the nations rebel and don't follow the rules of America, America will then attack them. America has a rap sheet of violence that it has done to the nations. Various accounts of America terrorizing the place. They're greatly despised among the heathen nations. Thy terribleness has deceived thee. Right, the terribleness going to your wicked acts, your evil acts. Because Esau, Edom was blessed with the sword. Part of Esau's sword is America. That's Esau's stronghold. Because if you look on Google, America is the most dominant and powerful military force in the world. That's why the Lord is going to use all the nations that hate you to destroy you. All the nations are going to come together. Those that are allied with you, that are associated and united with you, and also those that hate you and are your enemies. These nations are going to be gathered to destroy you. These nations are going to send thermonuclear missiles to destroy America. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, right? Your terror had deceived you. Why? Because you think you are God. You think that you can't be destroyed. You think that you can't be brought down. You think that your houses are going to continue forever. And the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill, right? Because Edomites dwell in very high habitation. In ancient time, they dwelt in, you had Mount Petra. They also dwelt in the mountains in Georgia, Russia. And now today you have these tall, gigantic skyscrapers where the riches of Edom dwelling with 100 stories. You have a Edomite that's living on a 115th floor. This is the characteristics of the Edomites. It says that holdest the height of the hill. And that's the spirit. I look to the side in the AMP translation, you see Petra. And Esau, Edom, is at the height of his power, but he's going to fall hard. Edom is above all the nations. America is above all the other governments of the earth. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. There's a saying that goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. We know that America's symbol is the eagle. And an eagle could fly as high as 10,000 feet in the air. But the Lord's going to bring you down low. Come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, there is no throne, as it is written in the book of Isaiah. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Right, also Edom should be a desolation. Again, Basra was a land that was in Edom, a land that was ran by the Edomites. All right, so Basra is America, and the Edomites runs America. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The wicked is Esau, Edom. And Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that go by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all her plagues thereof. Right. The nations, everyone's going to witness the destruction of Esau, Edom's so-called white man's kingdom. They're going to be amazed and surprised because A lot of people believe that America is indestructible, meaning they can't be brought down, they can't be destroyed. But they're going to be surprised. They're in for a rude awakening. They're going to be astonished, and they're going to hiss at the plagues, the afflictions, and the disasters that Yahweh Shah is going to bring. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. How was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? By fire and brimstone. Why? Because the abominable acts that were being conducted there at that time. And there's nothing new under the sun. This great city, Babylon the Great, is known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Right? Egypt represents the bondage of the children of Israel. And Sodom represents the abomination, homosexuality. Homosexuality is an abomination to Yahweh Shah. And those same wicked acts, those same wicked people are back here today. So the Lord's going to destroy Esau's kingdom the way he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's going to be by fire. And no man is going to be able to dwell here in the Babylon the Great anymore, after it be destroyed. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, which is Edom. Edom is the strong. He's in rulership. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? Or who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom. So hear the counsel of Yahweh Shah. Hear the wisdom of the plan, the purpose that the Lord have in stores for Edom. And his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Teman is from the sea line of Edom. And Teman are today you Germans, the wisest of Edom. If you look up how intelligent the Germans are, you'll see that they have the highest I forgot what it's called. They have the highest IQ. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Right, so the least of the flock is talking about Israel. The land of Israel is going to drag America into this third world war, as we read in the article in Economic Times. This is how World War III begins. As missiles rain on Tel Aviv, analysts say the next strike could drag the world in. That's what that's what Israel is gonna do. Drag America into this third world war. And Babylon the Great, which is America, is gonna be completely destroyed for eternity. The land of Israel will be destroyed as well, but it will be rebuilded. Why? Because that's the promised land that was given unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that's where the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh Shah will be established. But the Lord got to cleanse that place because it's an abomination. And you got the Amalekites, which are the so-called Jews, dwelling in our land. They're imposters. They claiming to be us. So the Lord is going to purge them out. He's going to do that by fire. Kol Elohim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.